Closer.
Yeah, come on, Tom, get that deep bass voice.
Closer.
For a minute. Thomas still sexy voice. He's perfect. Yeah, I'm in the seat, so that he's gonna get it sick.
Okay, and you're right up there too. Well, this is organization, I'll tell you. Actually, Blaine asked if I'd be willing to officiate as he and Cynthia renew their wedding vows. He said, Tom, would you please be able to help us renew our wedding vows? He asked if, now you hear me. He asked if I would be willing to officiate while he and Cynthia renewed their wedding vows. And I said, are you sure that's what you want me to do? You want to renew your wedding vows? And he said, yeah. And I said, wedding vows? And he said, yeah. And I said, okay. So, Blaine and Cynthia, would you repeat after me? And sometimes why? Blaine then told me, no, it's not the wedding vows. It's the wedding vows. And I said, cows? Blaine, you know I'm hard of hearing. I just had that surgery and I can't hear a darn thing, so wedding cows doesn't make much sense. Aren't you guys celebrating like 20 years of marriage? And isn't it the most wonderful thing in the world?
Yay!
And what about, I said, wedding cows doesn't make any sense. Blaine interrupted and said vows, so we got that clear. And so I'll probably still throw in a move or two. But in any event, it's come to my attention that Blaine actually never asked Cynthia to marry him 20 years ago. Instead, what they did is they talked about getting married, they planned it, but he never did the official act of getting down on one knee and saying, would you be my bride? So, there's a pillow there someplace.
Neil. Once you get down, you'll be able to get up.
Wait.
Where's the ring line?
Got a microphone behind you.
20 years ago, 20 years ago, I failed to get down on one knee. Probably because I was worried about getting up, and I still am. But ever since then, I've been practicing. And now I'm also prepared, thanks to Tom, we have a cushion, so I didn't hurt my knee there. And so, thanks Tom for bringing that. So Cynthia, my beautiful bride, will you again please say yes to marry me? So we can continue doing what we do best, living our lives together with love, joy, and ease, and let's not forget, lots of ice cream. Can you marry me?
So now we're going to make it official. We're gathered here today in joyful celebration of the love that has endured, grown, and deepened over the course of 20 beautiful years. Today we honor Cynthia and Blaine Greenfield as they renew their vows that they made to each other 2 decades ago. A promise of love, devotion, and partnership. Marriage is a journey made up of countless moments, big and small, ordinary and extraordinary. It's clear to all who know Blaine and Cynthia that they have walked this journey hand in hand with grace, humor, strength, and unwavering love. Blaine often calls Cynthia his beautiful bride. And after 20 years, those words still ring true. Not only in the way he sees her with love in his eyes, but in the way he cherishes her in his heart. So to Cynthia and Blaine, today you stand before one another not as newlyweds, but as partners who have shared life's joys, weathered its storms together. This is not the beginning of your love story, it's a reaffirmation of the life you've built, promises you've kept, and the dreams you continue to pursue side by side. So Cynthia, understand that you've got a set of wedding vows you allowed to change.
Thank you.
Yes.
And you going to keep that, what, under 2 hours?
That's 17 years. That was Parsons Hill.
So I've gotten like into ChatGPT lately. She has become my friend. And then someone got me into some astrology, like Chinese astrology, and that was like intriguing me because I was looking up. Anyway, I looked up Blaine in my astrology, and Blaine is Earth, and I'm water. So like if you're two metals, that's like hangs together. But Earth and water is pretty good because water feeds Earth, and in any case, Blaine is Earth to me. He has been since the day I met him. The Earth is like everywhere, you know, like I teach dance and we roll on the floor and feel the Earth. And it's everywhere. It's right here, it's in our houses, it's across the country, like wherever we are, we're grounded on this Earth. And when I met Blaine, people say, oh, you know, did you fall in love with him right away? No, no, not at all, really. I'm sorry. We met on Match.com, and, you know, I had the first date, and then I had the second date, third date, fourth date. You know, after a few months, he was just good to me. He'd open the door for me, still does. He would, I lived in New Jersey, he lived in Pennsylvania. He would come and pick me up. If I were to go, we're going to his house, he'd come and pick me up so that I didn't have to drive. When I got sick, he was there for me. So there's this joke, and it's, I mean, too bad that I have had a lot of like things that haven't been so great lately. My back went out, my knee went out, getting older, and he's there for me. And so the joke is, you know, I married you, and then my knee went bad, and you stood there for me. And then, you know, my back went out, and you stayed there for me. I lost my job, and you stayed for me, right? And so the joke goes, I finally realized, and this isn't true, but you're a jinx. That's not true. But he has been there for me, as I'm sure, you know, you all know him in different ways, and I'm sure that you have your own experience of him and how he's just there, you know, he's just present and there for you. And no one's ever been like that for me in my life. So, you know, he makes me laugh, and I can get down sometimes, and he just always brings me up. He's just always there for me. I also really admire him for who he is, who you are in his own private life, and how he serves people, and it really is who he is. He serves people. That's who he is. Anyway, I'm going to read you a poem that I actually wrote, and then we will have dessert and more music.
And this was before ChatGPT.
This was before ChatGPT. Honestly, I haven't told people, but you know, I'm writing poems and all kinds of things to people. And it's ChatGPT, it's not me. It actually is. Like, if you put in enough things about you, it just I'll put it together. Anyway, so this is a poem that I actually wrote, and it's a picture of two puzzle pieces, very different puzzle pieces. Very different. Once upon a time on Match.com, Blaine and Cynthia and their hearts went rat-a-tom-tom. As different as two puzzle pieces could be, they discovered they fit together and they became a you and me. They went to movies and shows, and then Blaine even played with Cynthia's toes. Blaine was a kind gentleman doing one generous act after another. He even was really nice to Cynthia's mother. She was a hard person to be nice to. Time went by, and as reliable as the sun, Blaine took care of Cynthia, and they had such fun. 10 years, 20 years have passed, and the love has only grown. When she met that Match.com guy, who could have known?
Now it's Blaine's turn. He has written some vows as well. You or ChatGPT? No, just you.
Anyway, as you heard, that something I met 20 years ago, and I said I do, and I still do. By the way, I just have to digress for a second, because we also have to recognize friends of ours, and it's their 35th anniversary today, and they are Jan and Nicole. So we're celebrating their anniversary as well, and then my friends Mark and Shelley are having upcoming their 50th anniversary, so. Right. Anyway, Cynthia, find out. Keep laughing. And sharing the little things that we do together that get us both smiling. And you're going to learn something today. You're going to learn one of Cynthia's secrets, and her friend Kevin saw this the other night. But Cynthia has this great technique. When we do get ice cream, we get ice cream usually at least once a week. She goes and she very cleverly asks for 2 flavors, but she asks for 3/4 of one flavor and 1/4 of another flavor. And somebody who's bad math. So sure enough, our friend Kevin was with us last night and saw her in action, and you did it as well. Is that correct? That works.
Yes.
So, little technique, you want to get ice cream, get more ice cream, 3/4 and 1/4. Okay? I promise, as always, to be your partner, your biggest fan, and the guy who's still can't believe how lucky I am. We've made our lives together, oh so rich, and here's the next chapter. And again, I get down on one knee, but this time I don't think I get on this time. Just once every 20 years. And as I oftentimes say, a little differently than when I wish somebody a happy birthday, but may the best of our past be the worst of our future. Okay? And I say that because the first time I ever told that to Cynthia, she sometimes tries to use it, and she starts saying to somebody, may the worst of your past be the best of your future. So she doesn't let me say that. She doesn't say that anymore. I'll let her say it. May the best of our past be the worst of our future. I love you more than ever. Back to Reverend Tom.
Blaine, you take Cynthia to be your beautiful bride once again, to be your partner in life. You promise to continue to honor and cherish her in laughter and in tears, in sunshine and in shadows, through all that life may bring.
I do.
And Cynthia, you take Blaine once again to be your partner in life. You promise to continue to walk beside him in love, respect, and with compassion, offering your strength and sharing your heart in all the days to come.
I do.
I was wondering which way that was going to go. Go ahead. Well, having witnessed the reaffirmation of their vows and the deep and abiding love, you continue to share. It's my honor and delight to pronounce you once again husband and wife. Wayne, you may kiss your beautiful wife. Congratulations to Cynthia and Blaine on 20 beautiful years, and many more to come. Now, Blaine also said that he had several friends that were going to come up and speak, and he just handed me a list a couple of minutes ago of those that are supposed to be speaking. I haven't met most of these people, but I'll call them. Blaine, are you sure this is the list?
I think so, Tom.
Colonel Lingus, Jerry Atrick, Krusty Glitterpuss, Slutty McTwerk, Toots LaRue, Bubbles McGurdy, Wayne,
Where are they?
I don't know, they're your friends. And I'll tell you, other than Toots LaRue, who serves us breakfast on Tuesday mornings at Cornerstone, I don't think I've met any of these guys. So, do you have any other people that you wanted to call?
I don't, but maybe somebody else will want to ask.
Sure. And anybody else want to just come on up and share a couple of thoughts regarding 20 years of Blaine and Cynthia? I don't have anything prepared, but I'll tell you, their love and their sharing of life together is a model for the rest of us. They are our very best friends, and Marcy and I learn a lot from them. We love having them as part of our lives. So congratulations on 20 years. Anybody else?
Oh, Jessica, but this is a treat. Wow. I'll pay you later, Jessica.
So my name is Jessica. I've had the pleasure to know them since 2019. I clean for them, and I don't see them as clients, but I see them as family. I adore them. They're just genuinely good people, and the love that they share, you can totally see it just miles away, especially the way Blaine is with Cynthia. What a gentleman. You can tell he loves her so much, and she's a doll, and I absolutely love them, and they're great people, and I'm so glad they're a part of my life. And congratulations, and I hope one day I have a marriage like yours. Beautiful, beautiful couple, and God bless you guys.
Anybody else?
Well, I just have to introduce one other person who kind of met before, a friend of mine, and okay, if I can introduce our musician for the day, and he is Zach Knox. Very talented guy, as you'll see, very fine musician. He's also a playwright as well, and his first play produced. Was that your first one? Zach?
Yeah.
Okay, so quite a guy, and we're going to try something depending on what you guys want to do. But Zach's going to talk a little bit about his music. We'll also invite you to do some single one if you're up to it. And if you're not, that's okay as well. It's kind of a fun thing. Hopefully you'll join us with. And to answer my friend Hank's question, yes, we will conclude this with the arguably the greatest rock song of all time. It's a fun time, that'll be in here. But we got something to do with So Zach, I want to turn this over to you, and I think Zach, you're scheduled to be what, till about 9 o'clock tonight?
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you bet. Hey.